Time for our Entre Nous segment next. And some parents may be worried about their children and decide that knowing their child's location is necessary for their peace of mind. Real time location tracking is possible using many apps available on the market. And here to provide some tips for parents and caregivers is Elizabeth Milovidov. We can go across to her now. Elizabeth, great to have you back on the program. What should parents know about location sharing apps?
Yes, thank you. It's great to be here, Delano. So, parents should know that they can use this type of technology. They just have to understand what are some of the challenges, what are some of the risks, and how to have conversations with their children about actually using them.
So, walk us through some of the features.
Okay, so there are some great features, right? So there's things like real-time tracking, so you actually can see where your child is, what they're doing. Actually, not see them physically, but you can see their icon. There's things like geofencing, so that way you will know if your child is coming close to the school or coming close home. You can see location history, so you can see where they've been, and you can also send out emergency alerts. And so these are things that can really give parents peace of mind.
And besides peace of mind, what are some of the other benefits?
Oh my goodness, yeah. So peace of mind is huge, right? But I just think this whole idea of knowing where our children are, especially in some of these times where it's not always so safe out there, and being able to have accountability with your child or young person. So have them stick to plans because mommy or daddy knows where they'll be.
And for parents who want to use location sharing apps, what are some of the best practices to put in place?
Well, I can tell you, I actually use them myself, but not to track my children, but just for accountability. So everyone knows where we are. We all use Find My iPhone, so they can see that I'm here right now doing this call, and I know that they're at school. But I think that what parents really need to understand is to have that open communication. You want your children to trust you. And so you don't want to be sneaky and in parent stealth mode. You really want to explain why you're using the app. You want to give them some guardrails. You don't want to over rely on it. You don't want to sit there and think this is how you're going to have a conversation. You're going to know where your child is. No, no, you need to continue to talk with them.
But that's because that's what I wanted to ask you finally. You clearly do tell your children about this. There is some level of honesty there.
Oh, of course, Delano. It's this is the whole thing with digital parenting in general, right? We have to have open communication and trust. You want your children to trust you, to come to you first with a problem, come to you or a trusted adult. So yes, my children know. They've even seen me. You can set these things up together with your child, whether it's Life 360, Google Family Link. There are a whole host of location sharing apps that you can use. But do your research, parents.
Very briefly, if you could tell us some of the apps that are out there.
Yes, yes, yes. So I just mentioned that how I used Find My iPhone, which is really not an app, it's within the iOS system. Google has Google Family Link, which is within their Android system. And I know, as I said, that there is Life 360 and a few others. And I would also suggest to parents to go use Common Sense Media, where you can go and look and do parental reviews of any of the apps. And you can also see what kids and young people think about the apps. Really, you can do the research, Delano. It's all out there. But my recommendation is to whatever you use, to use it with your children and young people to show them how you're going to be keeping track of each other.
Okay, Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining us on the
You're
program
welcome.
today. Elizabeth Milovidov there.